From high school here, and he planned to carry out a terror attack here. How federal investigators thwarted one man's deadly plans.
As an ark of biblical proportions opens to visitors, it's making an equally big impact on a small Kentucky town.
What does it take for someone to misuse classified information and get in trouble for it?
Getting grilled by House Republicans, what the director of the FBI had to say about his investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. This is Local 12 News live at 5.
Breaking news alerts and the hour-by-hour forecast from the Weather Authority. This is Local 12 News.
Good evening, everyone. There is word today of another terrorist plot foiled in our own backyard.
For the second time in less than 2 years, federal investigators say a young man from the tri-state had a violent plan to attack the United States government in support of Islamic State terrorists. And as Local 12's Larry Davis reports live from Butler County, this time the suspect has already pleaded guilty. Larry.
Hi, Rob. Munir Abdulkader is and has been locked up here at the Butler County Jail. This is where federal prisoners are detained here locally. But the public had no idea that he was being detained or even arrested until today. Now, Abdulkader was actually arrested more than 1 year ago, but today we are just now finding out about another local man who had ties to terrorism but had targets here in the tri-state. Munir Abdulkader was a 2013 graduate of Lakota East High School, and he attended Xavier University up until last year when he was arrested. The Department of Justice released details of the federal charges Abdulkader is pleading guilty to. Court documents say he went on Twitter back in 2014 and expressed support for ISIL. He even posted a training video on his account and said he wanted to become an ISIL fighter. Prosecutors say Abdulkader's plan was to execute a violent attack in the United States by attacking a military base and killing a government employee. The plan included abducting that employee and filming the execution. Another part of Abdulkader's plan was to attack a local police station, which has not been identified, with firearms and Molotov cocktails. And Rob, there's a lot that is vague here on these charges against Abdulkader, but government investigators do say that he did do surveillance on one police station here in the area. They are not releasing the name of that police department. And Ben Glassman, who's the acting U.S. attorney, says it is significant that Abdulkader not only was inspired by a terrorist group, he actually had contact with a recruiter who actually helped plan out his planned attack. Now, he credits the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force for detecting and stopping this plot before there was any type of violent attack. And late this afternoon, the Islamic Center in Westchester put out a release saying that they were disturbed by the arrest, but they say they have no knowledge of him being involved in their community. Live in Hamilton, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Repeatedly happening in our backyard, Larry. Thanks very much. Local 12 News has continuing coverage of this tri-state terror arrest. Anjanette Levy is also working the story, and we'll bring you any new information tonight at 6 o'clock.